All right, let's. I think we're done with NBA topic. Let's move on to our top five list of 2020. Our top five albums of the year. I'll go first. I actually.
Board, man.
Excuse me.
There's no reason you should be saying top five albums of the year, and I shouldn't be doing fucking explosion sounds and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, we need some sound effects.
Yeah. Stop.
Don DeMarco.
Stop.
Some
Stop.
producer tags.
Yeah.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that, Lil Yachty. You know why? Because you a mumble rapper.
You could have stopped after the you know nothing about that.
Now you got to say out the whole thing. When he screams, because you a mumble rapper, it makes me laugh.
So who's going first with the top five album?
I'm going first.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna name my top 10. I'm gonna speed through the first five though.
I'm gonna go top five and then mention honorable mentions quickly. But I'll do this slowly. The regular top five.
Yeah.
All right. So, for my top five, at number 5, I know it literally came out last week, but for all of comparing it to all the other albums of 2020, I got to put a whole lot of Red on there, just because I know I'm gonna like that shit way more than any other album.
What number is that on?
It's 5.
Okay.
Just because it literally came out last week, I can't put it any higher than that. And then number 4, I got Kai Solo with. Stop.
Damn, nigga.
What are you doing to your dog?
That nigga bit me, bro.
That motherfucker squealed.
Yeah, he's always squealing. All right.
Squeals louder when you're not there.
Yeah, he does. Ow. Jesus.
Oh, that's like actually your dog now?
No, he's not my dog. I just watch him on the Sundays, but he's basic. I don't know. Me and him are we're kind of homies, so I guess you could say he's my dog.
He literally cries when Ace steps out the room.
That's your dog, bro.
Gotta take him.
You know.
At number 4, I got Akai Solo with Like Hajime. It's a pretty good project. That got a lot of spins in the beginning of the year. Number 3, I got Shababy's album, Barnacles. Number 2, I got Thundercats album. I'm blanking out on the title right now.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. And then at number 1, I got Lianne La Havas. Her album. That shit was.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was my favorite one of the year.
I didn't expect you to put that at 1.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just say this. I guess at number 6, I know I said I was only gonna name 5, but at 6, the dude came out with so many goddamn albums. I'm not even gonna mention one. So I'll just say Currency, just because he came out with like 6 or 7 mixtapes this year. But all of them were pretty good. But just wanted to mention that. But you guys can go next.
Okay, I can go. This is not in a. Are we doing this in an order? Best to. I'm just gonna get the albums. No order. First is Miles by Blue in Exile. Second is Circles, Mac Miller. Third, RTJ4, Run the Jewels. Fourth, we have EP, JPEG Mafia, which isn't really an album, but I loved all those songs, so I want to put that on there.
Hell yes.
And fifth one is It Is What It Is, Thundercat.
All right, cool.
Shout out to the RTJ album.
Yeah,
I haven't really listened to that one that much, but it's really good.
It is really good. It didn't get a lot of spins though. I wasn't in that mood most of the time, you know.
All right, I'll go. I'll just name my top 5, and then I'm just gonna name these other albums. There's a lot. Okay, but 5, Freddie Gibbs, Alchemist, Alfredo. I think it's one of Freddie's best albums. Not better than Pinata, but up there. Mm. Number 4, I got Lianne La Havas, her self-titled record. Mm-hmm. Great album, great singing, amazing. Number 3, Fuck all of y'all. Playboy Cardi, Whole Lot of Red.
Both of you.
First listen, I was like, this is the one, and I still haven't stopped listening to it. I don't see myself stop listening to it. Every song is really good except for the last one for me. Number 2, it's not an album. I don't care. JPEG Mafia, his EP. I listened to all those songs as they came out, and he put them all together for a project. So that's going on this thing. Love them all. And the last song, Super Tuesday? That one's fire too. And number 1, just it's easy for me. Sloss Him Alone, Crater Speak. It's actually like some German name, but Crater Speak. Amazing project. It's a continuation from his 2019 album, and it gives me goosebumps every time I listen to it. Touches me in all the right places.
Ew.
And then what other albums I'm gonna shout out? Mike, Weight of the World. That almost was in my top 5. I really love it. Pierre Bourne's T-Lop 4 Deluxe is very enjoyable. Boldy James, Price of Tea in China, another really good rap album. This one almost snuck in. Liv.E, Couldn't Wait to Tell You. She's like a soul singer, but she like goes over these like really muddy soul samples, and I think it's like really hypnotic, really good. I listen to it a lot. Sporting Life, HBCU Game Day, really good EP. I love his beats, great producer. JME, Grime MC, best grime album of the year. Shout out you. Pop Smoke, Meet the Woo 2, that came out in January. I almost forgot about it, but I really like that album. I play so many of those songs. R.I.P. Pop. Tame Impala, The Slow Rush, that's a really good album. Shout that out. My man Ace already said So Baby, that's a really good album.
Damn,
What'd you say?
Like, damn, nigga, this look long as shit, bro. You ain't like 20 fucking albums, my nigga. Like, damn.
Calm down, yo. I'm almost done.
God.
Shout out Ka. He came out with a really good album. I don't listen to it that much, but it's nice. Brent Faiyaz, Fuck the World. Amazing R&B. Shout that out. And 21 Savage. Savage Mode 2.
I'm about to stab you.
I love that album.
It's nice.
Well, since the bell named 10, I'm going to just name off 4 more because I said Currency at 6. 7, I got Euro Droog. 8, I got Young Nudie. 9, I got Boldy James. And 10, I got Savage Mode 2.
All right, and quickly, I'm just going to list off 5 more.
Man, fuck all y'all.
There's a lot of good music this year.
Fuck my dick, man. Fuck all y'all niggas.
So quickly, Little Dominique's Nosebleed, The Koreatown Oddity, Niagara by Red Veil, The Price of Tea in China, Boldy James, Alfredo, and Purple Moonlight Pages by Milo.
I was going to say that too. The Rap Forever album, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Bitch, fuck you.
Listen, man, fuck you.
7 albums. You guys are dicks. Anyway. Fuck the World by man, fuck you. I can't remember the nigga name.
Brent Faiyaz.
Brent Faiyaz.
Club Soda Volume 2 by Cookie Kawhi. Time's Up by Lakia. He's a QC artist. I fucks with her. Cookie Kawhi, Club Soda, by the way, if you didn't know. She's the one who made that that song that's really popular on like TikTok and Twitter, where it's like, if I back it up, is it fast enough? Shit like that. It's like Jersey club music, and it reminds me of my childhood, you know, being 12 and horny and going to parties and rubbing my genitals against the backsides of other young children. Very appropriate behavior for 13-year-olds to be getting up to.
Absolutely.
Good time to that Jersey club music. Whole Why Is You Here by Flo Milli. Just really fun album. Shoot for the Stars. I was a fan of Pop Smoke before this album, but I really, really enjoy his R&B shit. It's got to be my favorite Pop Smoke project. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. And only because 2020 is a really, really weak-ass year in regards to everything. Whole Lot of Red makes this gets honorable mention just because there's not a lot of good albums that I really fuck with this year. So it's pretty fun.
So many. There's so many.
There really is.
Well, I guess it's just not my taste then. Y'all listen to a lot of albums I have not listened to and do not plan on listening to. But
there's a lot of low-key stuff that came out, like artists that I hadn't heard of till this year, and I started listening to them, and they just creep in. Like Mike, I didn't start listening to Mike until early this year.
Can we
Yeah.
highlight artists that we fuck with, but we didn't feel the need to put their albums on this list? Because there's a couple people I was looking at. I was like, I just didn't fuck with your album enough to put you here.
What you gonna say, Lil Baby?
No, asshole. I was going to say people like Baby Mother.
Oh yeah.
Bitch's Hero. I know y'all probably never heard of her, but she's another like grimy ass, like her. Well, let's say she's grimy. She's probably along the same lines, the type of rapper of like a Herbo, Dave East. You know the type of lane I'm talking about. You know the type of people that listen to these artists. So,
like a street rap.
Yeah. I've been really, really getting into Blood Orange's discography this year. Became one of my favorite artists. I fuck with this shit heavy. And for anyone who's a fan of elevator music like I am, check out the Pat Metheny group. Make very chill music to fall asleep to.
Oh,
that's about it.
That's a nice mention.
Yes.
Has anyone ever listened to the Pat Metheny group?
No, never.
No.
You remember? Is anyone familiar with the anime JoJo Bizarre Adventure?
I know about it. I've just never watched it.
Remember that song that's associated with it?
The big one, right? Where it's like very bombastic.
Oh no, not that one. That's Yes. The song Round Up. That song's a classic, by the way. That song Last Tram Home. Y'all probably never heard it though. It's one of the outro songs. But anyway, check out Pat Metheny group. Really cool. That's it.
I wanna shout out Navy Blue. His Ade Iran. I just started listening to that like a couple days ago. It's really good. It probably would have made my top albums.
What type of music is it?
It's like that same lane, like the Slum Village, rappers like Mike and.
I think Amir would think it's boring, bro.
Yeah, he would. Like it's in the same vein as some rap songs by Earl.
Oh yeah,
that's
not for me.
Yeah, like most of the rappers in that scene are like that, and like I really enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it until this year.
You know,
like, or last year.
I forgot. I should have put this in my top 5. The Charlie XCX album, How I'm Feeling Now. That album is hard. That shit goes fucking hard.
Yeah,
I didn't know
good
you
pop.
liked that.
Shit.
It's a good pop album.
It is.
That is my shit. I just want to go real hard.
Last one for me. I just remembered it. An artist named TK Maidza came out with an album. Really good. I think it was called This Year Was Weird, Volume 2 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really
good. Oh, shout out Bree Runway. She came out with a EP 2000 and Forever. It's not the best EP, but it's got some of my favorite songs of the year. Really good pop music by a Nigerian woman born in the UK. Really good.
Since we're shouting out artists, I guess I'll mention there's this group that I really like. Features this rapper named Young Morpheus. He is closely associated with like Slums and them. He does a lot of work with damn it, I can't think. Oh, he came out with a project with Pink Sifu earlier this year. But the group's called Black Fist. If you're into that, like really like kind of like grimy, dungy, lo-fi, like hip hop, like those beats, then you would love Black Fist because their beats are amazing. So just wanted to mention that. And I will say an artist that I really mess with usually, he was my number one listened to artist, but I just didn't like his album that much, was Future. I didn't really like his latest project that much. I don't even remember the title of it. No, Life's Good. Wait, is it Life's Good? No.
Life is Good, yeah. Was it that? Maybe. I don't know. I didn't like it.
High Off Life. There we go.
High Off Life. There we go. Yeah, I didn't really like it all too much. There was a few songs here and there I thought it was cool. I like the intro a lot. I like Too Comfortable. But other than that, I never really returned to it. Hendrix last year, though, that's my shit.
Wizard.
Or Wizard, my bad. Wizard's my shit. I love Wizard.
It's a really good album.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's his best album, honestly. That's my favorite one. DS2. Actually, yeah, DS2 is probably his best one, but I like.
Yeah, DS2 is like 18 songs, and like at least 16 of those are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, how about you guys? Any artists came out with? I think Amir asked this, but I don't think we answered this. Any artists that you guys like rock with heavy? You just didn't listen to albums that much. Like I love Run the Jewels, one of my favorite groups, but I just didn't like their album that much. Like I liked it, just wasn't that crazy about it.
Future.
You said Future.
I didn't even check it out. I was
Really?
over it. Yeah.
Oh damn. All right.
There's another album in this, and I know it's like because the only Future I fell in love with Future on Hendrix, but I quickly found out that that's not the norm for him, and so I had to fall back out of love. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Where?
I'm gonna shout out the Rico Nasty album. I really like her, and the album is cool, but like I don't really return to it at all.
Yeah, don't you wish she was just a bit more? I don't know. It's weird. I really want to like.
It sounds too clean for her.
Her music's kind of it's in this weird middle spot. It's like right in between like. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching with this, but for me, it feels like this weird, uncomfortable middle ground between Meg Thee Stallion and Playboi Carti, and it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I'd add Flo Milli in there too.
Yeah, I can see that as well. Like it's borderline. Like if she went all the way into like that punk shit, and was just really loud and like aggressive and a bit more. Her instrumentals were a bit more experimental, a bit more harsh. I think maybe I would fuck with her sound a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But, her aesthetic comes across very unique, but then when it comes to her music, she sounds kind of like a normal rap artist to me. And a lot of music, I feel like there's a lot of music like her, and she doesn't really make me want to stay. You know what I mean?
She reminds me of 2017, 2016, 2017, Smoke Perp and Lil Pump. Like, except a better rapper, obviously, but that same aggression, I'm like, it sounds nice, but then when you like drop an album and it sounds pristine almost, it's like you kind of take away from your own sound, you know? Like, I do agree with you. I wish he would just go full foot force towards that whole aggression punk sound.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like what Playboi Carti did with Whole Lotta Red. He said, y'all thought I was repetitive on Dial It? No, I'm repetitive on this.
I think the parts where Cardi's yelling are like my favorite parts of the album.
Hell
Reggie
yeah.
Carter. That's my brother. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, an album that I haven't listened to yet, surprisingly, and I know it'd definitely be in my top 5 if I gave it a chance, is Rock Marciano's album. I love Rock Marciano. Definitely one of my favorite rappers. I just have not listened to Mount Marcy.
It wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good? It wasn't.
I mean, it's good. It's Rock Marciano. He's not dropping trash, but like for him, it's good.
Was it like his last album? His Marcialago, that shit was fire.
No, it's not like Marcialago. Marcialago's better.
All right. If you guys have never listened to Marcialago, just check out the song with Ka. It's called Ephesians.
Yeah, Ephesians.
Just check out that song. Or check out the song Richard Gere. It's I'm telling you, you're not gonna regret it. Like
he's just such a good rapper. Like he's just so good. Like, I don't think he could release anything. Like as you said, he couldn't release anything that was like bad.
No, somebody who would you compare him to?
I don't, bro. I think Rock Marcy is Rock Marcy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cobb, but like they're both their own thing.
Any particular styles or sounds? If you had to put a word to it, like what type of instrumentals does he like? What's his flow like?
So his instrumentals are very sample heavy, but they don't have any drums. It's just a sample. So imagine like beats kind of like what West Side Gun and Benny the Butcher rap over, just no drums. And like I think his beats are a little bit better because the samples are like, I feel like they're a lot more detailed, so they're a lot more interesting. And I find this beat to be a little bit more atmospheric because he really tries to set a mood with his albums. Like he has this persona of him being like a pimp and like being like on the streets or whatever. So he tries to like portray that in his music. So his music kind of has like this dark feel, but it's also really smooth at the same time. And like the way he raps, almost every word rhymes. Like almost every single word rhymes.
Yeah.
And like
there's no filler words.
No, and it all makes sense. And like his lines, I love his lines, you know, like he says shit that really just sticks with you. Like, I remember.
Catch yourself saying out loud. Does he have any lines that like you might catch yourself just saying out loud at random times, or?
Yeah. Like he has this one line where he's like, "Tell someone to come suck what's behind the zipper." Like, like it's just a creative way, of saying "suck my dick," but like,
What?
or
He said, "God bless my soul, I'm a sinner. The path of righteousness is thinner."
or I don't, or the one that me and Abel really like, or I don't mean to blow my own tuba, but I'm that bull. Or,
Yeah. This is the way he says it.
That one. I like that.
I don't mean to blow my own tuba, but I'm that bull.
mm-hmm.
It's like, oh man, he says things
I like
that are like they're said by a lot of rappers, but nobody really says it like he says it. Like people say that about rappers, but it's really true with this guy. He just says things in a different way.
So his instrumentals aren't very percussion heavy.
No, there's no drums, but
Not heavy bass or anything like that.
I mean, there's bass occasionally. It depends on like the sample and like how like fast it is or something like that. But
Well, he doesn't typically make bangers. It's more so like his songs more so focus on the lyrical content.
yeah, it's pretty calm, I would say.
yeah,
Yeah, I really like his stuff. Although I will definitely say it's very much mood music. Like I can't pump that shit every day.
Okay.
the difference. I mean, I guess that's why I like Ka more, because although they're similar, Ka's a lot more personable and poem heavy. Like it's not about the bars, even though he has bars. It's about like what he's saying. Like he says shit like he's just an OG on the street, and he is an OG on the street. And I don't know, for Ka at least his beats bang more on this, especially on like the Hermit and the Recluse album. Man, if that came out this year, it would have been one. I'm gonna say that right now. I listened to that album so much.
Honestly, my favorite Ka album still is Honor Killed the Samurai.
That one's up there.
Yeah, but all right, I think we're
How about that?
what's
I
good?
actually kind of like that album.
Yeah, it's a good album.
I don't remember anything he said the entire time, but it was very atmospheric.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. I will say that about his music. It's like, yeah, it's very atmospheric. But moving on from music, what was your guys' favorite movie of 2020? I know that's kind of like a hard question, or for me it is. But how about for you guys? Do you have a favorite movie that came out in 2020?
This was late. I think this was late 2019, but it's going to have to count. I think The Gentleman was a great movie. I really enjoyed that.
Okay. With that one again, can you run that back for me?
It is with Matthew McConaughey. He's a weed like kingpin. It's kind of hard to explain it. Like he gets kind of overthrown. Like people try to overthrow his business, and then he like the whole plot surrounds that, like him trying to get back at people that try to take over his business. It's really good.
Okay. Honestly, it feels like bullshit. This feels like a bullshit answer, but I guess The Tenet. I don't know, man. But it was a fun movie. I did like it. I thought it was cool. I honestly just like the whole idea and the concept of a movie more than the actual film itself, I will say. Because I really can't think of any other movie that came out in 2020 that I really enjoyed like that.
Bad Boys?
Huh?
Bad Boys?
Oh, no, I didn't watch that.
Bad Boys.
I saw it. It was
How was it?
It was Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was okay. It was dumb fun.
Bad Boys
Really?
for life.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence is back, right? He's back.
Did you enjoy Tenet more than you enjoyed Power?
Power? Oh, yeah. Yeah, way more. I didn't like Power.
Project Power.
Project Power. I know. Yeah.
Like tone issues and shit like that, right?
Yeah, it had tone issues, and it had pacing issues, and I don't know. The movie was just kind of like a mess, man.
A lot of really good movies came out this year, man.
I'm sure they did, but like I just can't think of any.
Doolittle, New Mutant.
You like New Mutants?
No, these are terrible movies that dropped this year. It's
I thought. Did you say a lot of good movies came out this year?
a lot of trash movies.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I haven't really seen a lot of movies this year. I heard Birds of Prey was really good, and I meant to see it, but I never caught it.
That came out last year.
It did?
Yeah, it came out December of like 2019.
Yeah,
No.
it did.
Yeah.
It came out late 2019.
Yeah, it was solid. I liked it.
Google just lied to me. Google told me it came out 2020. Googling shit. I can't think of one, man. I don't know if anyone else has like a favorite movie this year. I didn't really like the movies that came out this year.
You gotta join the hipster wave. Movies don't fucking matter. Watch them 2 years after they come out.
That's how I treat almost every piece of media I consume, to be honest.
That's how I am. Like I heard the Borat movie was nice. I'm not gonna watch that till next year.
It was.
Yeah, it was funny. You should give that a watch.
You know what's actually kind of solid that came out this year? The Eric Andre movie with Tiffany Haddish and
He actually dropped that.
yeah. Well, yeah, he dropped it. I just I watched it.
Eric Andre and Tiffany Haddish had a movie.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it was called Road Trip.
Okay.
Whoa.
I wasn't a fan of Eric's stand-up very much.
Really, I liked it.
It was okay.
I like the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly kind of enjoyed it more when he was like calm. I didn't really care for when he was. Although I'm not gonna lie, that one skit where he was screaming for like a minute kind of had me laughing.
Remember when he his opening, his opener when he ran out?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, man, it was
I'm not
pretty.
gonna repeat that.
It was solid. But all right, I guess we're done for movies for now.
Now hold on, I ain't saying my movie.
All right.
My favorite movie of 2020 was Hunter x Hunter. It's a really good movie. It's really long. I loved every minute of it. Shout out Fire Force 2. I really loved that movie. It's a 2-season movie. It's really good.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm just naming my favorite movies of 2020, man. What's wrong?
Anime was what did it for me in 2020, dog. Anime got me through 2020. Other than that, I'd be bored.
See, now, if I saw the Demon Slayer movie, I would have put that on there, but I didn't see that.
They came out already, right?
Yeah, I heard it's good. I haven't seen it, though.
Bro, I'm cool off Demon Slayer, man.
What's up?
You don't like
it? Why do people fuck with Demon Slayer? Why do people
I don't
hate
like Demon Slayer at all, man.
It's easy to like anime. It's like the most easy watch I've ever experienced.
Bro, I was so
Animation is really good.
that's really it. I was just bored with it. Like nothing grabbed me.
You didn't like the characters? You didn't find them trying?
Nah, not really. I just thought they were. I think I've watched a good amount of anime to the point where like it just felt like any other one. Like I didn't feel like I was getting anything special out of it. You know, like
I kind of feel that.
But speaking of that, sorry, I'm going to apologize in advance to Nick. But sorry,
man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
All right.
Started watching Attack on Titan season 2. Now I'm on season 3, and I gotta say, that shit is good. That shit is really fucking good. Like I didn't think it was good. You read the manga?
I haven't read it in like a year, but I've read past where the TV show was at. What's happening
right now? I'm at like a climax kind of. So they just went over. So they're trying to reclaim like Wall Maria, I think, and Ryan.
They haven't the island yet?
Huh? Yeah, I don't know what you said, so I'm just not gonna ask.
So they're still around the walls and trying to get the Titans out of the place after the big attack from the beginning of the show.
Yeah. So and Aaron and it looks like Aaron and Reiner are about to fight again.
Okay, so they're doing this to get inside his basement, right?
Yeah, to get inside his basement.
You haven't gotten to the basement yet?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's right before that.
You're already caught up on the anime though, right?
I am. I'm watching it as it comes out.
Okay, so the anime
And it is.
hasn't gone down there yet.
Nah, but what you're thinking, the anime is where it is now. Like, done with the walls. It's done with that right now.
Yeah, because I'm all the way past that.
Yeah, they're about to show the Warhammer. I think that's the next episode.
Warhammer.
I will not say any more because it doesn't. You look confused.
I probably read it, but I just don't remember it.
Yeah, man. But I was like, the first season of Attack on Titan, I was like, okay, it's cool. Second season, man, that shit is good.
Oh, yeah, action is up.
Yeah,
The action.
it wasn't just the action for me though. It was just like the story got so much better, you know.
Yeah.
Did you notice like in the first season obviously they were laying down mysteries and questions that get answered later, but you're given so little information, you have no context. Everything's so confusing and stupid in the first season. Like when they put such a heavy emphasis on Historia, until you realize why Historia is important, it just feels like a waste of your time. Like she's not particularly likable. Why would I care about her story? Like,
Who are you talking about?
You're not really, the blonde hair girl who's
Annie?
royalty.
Oh, Historia.
The little girl, the one who's small, and her girlfriend. Like, I don't care about these people. They're not. They have nothing to do with our main characters. Why are you giving them so much attention? And I think the first season suffered a lot from just it grabbed you with an interesting premise, but I think the first and the second season suffer a little bit from just the story not being the most well-paced thing in the world.
I thought the second season was really good, though. I didn't think any. Second season is when we started finding out a little bit about Historia. I honestly, what carried the second season for me was just like the whole thing with like there's more humans that could turn into Titans, and like there's like there was they introduced so much. Like I was just like episode to episode. I was like I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
How did you feel when they were done with the wall, and then Reiner just turns around to Eren? He's like, "Oh, yo, Eren, we're the Beast Titan and the other Titan. You want to come with us back home?" And he's just like so calm about it.
It wasn't.
How did you feel when you saw that?
I'm like, bro, you're not supposed to say that. Like, shut up.
Yeah, Bertolt was like, "Yo, Reiner, what are you doing?" Like, but like, I remember watching that, and it didn't make sense why he did that. But like,
because Reiner's insane.
Yeah, especially where the anime is now, they're just like going into his mind, and I'm like,
yeah, he's really I think he's suffering from like PTSD from being too deep undercover, also from being a child warrior.
Yes,
and having way too much responsibility.
And like they showed his backstory with his childhood, and I'm like, yo, it's the saddest thing.
Yeah,
like he's one of my favorite characters, but. I mean, the commander is my favorite character. I'm gonna just say that.
Of course. What a surprise about
Erwin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Erwin.
Oh no, I fuck with Erwin. I thought you were talking about the other commander, the bad guy commander.
No.
He's not particularly likable. He's not really fun either.
The Wonder Boy.
My favorite character is probably I would say probably Erwin. Erwin's that guy.
He is that guy.
Erwin's up there. I like Potato Lady. Bread
she's nice comic relief. I like. You know who I actually like a lot too. Not necessarily for how his character interacts with other people, just more so kind of what he does in the show. I really like Armin whenever because he's like the smartest one in the whole Scouts. He always figures out some shit somehow.
Armin's clutch. Armin is definitely clutch.
Like but Erwin's definitely probably my favorite character, just because like.
Does anybody actually like Mikasa?
Yeah,
I'm neutral towards her, I would say.
I like her.
I don't care for her. I don't really like her either.
I don't care for her, but I don't like her. Like I don't like her, but I don't dislike her. That's why I say I'm neutral.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I hate that she simps for Eren so hard.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, he saved me this one time. He gave me the will to live.
Also, it's really weird how I'm not 100% sure about the nature of their relationship.
Yeah, that too. There's
a lot of weird, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just looking too much into it, but there seems to be a lot of weird messaging about, like, is the show trying to tell us that her feelings for Eren go deeper than just admiration?
Probably.
Grew up like siblings, so kind of weird.
Although they met each other at, like,
6 or 7.
What?
Like that.
Yeah, like, maybe and they had a death experience, but... Regardless of that, I think it's funny how the way she feels about him. And he's just like, oh, yeah, I care for you like a sibling. And she's like, I love you more than that. And he's just like, yeah, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, it's really creepy, actually. It's kind of just...
Yeah, but I don't know. Eren just needs the pipe, calm her down. Anywho.
What should I expect from the man who throws dogs?
I never threw him. He I
So
don't.
we all saw him throw the fucking dog, and here you are trying to deny it just because our viewers don't have video.
Me and this dude.
We all heard him scream.
Yeah, because he was biting me.
So you had to throw him?
No,
He's a dog. What do you expect? To be thrown? Dashed in?
No, he screams when he bites me sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
Justifies it.
What?
Makes
I never
sense.
did anything to me and him get along just
You
fine.
can say whatever you want, Mike Vick, but we got you on camera.
All right.
You hear that, FBI?
All right. I'm really, don't tell me anything, but I'm really curious to find out who that blonde haired dude is with the glasses. The one that's with the Beast Titan.
Oh yeah.
He's a fucking asshole. He's a pawn.
Yeah, he is.
Piece of shit.
Although when you learn his backstory too, it's all sad.
Yeah, but I don't really feel bad for him because he's too
Yeah, I don't feel bad for him.
he's too old for that shit.
I don't really feel bad for anyone's backstory, low key. I don't know. Like,
No, you haven't even got
You're
bro.
going to understand why Rainer's
Yeah, you don't know nothing yet.
is a victim. Like, he really had no choice at any point.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so
You don't know nothing. You know nothing.
I might feel bad for Rainer, maybe. I mean, I felt a little bad for Levi. He just had a rough life, but it was nothing crazy.
Yo, when Kenny comes back in the room and his mom is dead, and you just see Levi like just on the side of the room, like dying, and he's just like, "Do you have food?"
Yeah,
man.
I how do you get? I thought it was a little weird, like the whole like bloodline things and like how like certain bloodlines like kind of like rid you of mind control from the Reese thing, but I was like, whatever, it's anime, like because I don't know, it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere, but then again, you got dudes turn it into like Titans, so what can you expect?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
There's something that really bothers me about anime, and it's I'm kind of sick and tired of anime that borrows so heavily from Christian inspiration. I'm just bored of it. Does anyone else get that? Because it seems like almost every anime has like Jesus imagery or like messiahs and shit like that.
The only one I could think of kind of is I guess where I don't necessarily see that in Attack on Titan, but maybe I'm just
a lot of that depressing anime that goes into like philosophy and shit like that. They always harken back to like Christian themes of God and righteousness and like and shit. Like Death Note borrows heavily from Christianity. Evangelion does a lot. Where it wears it on its sleeve. Attack on Titan does it a little bit. Actually does it a whole lot with the whole like the devil literally exists.
Yeah. Or what they say is the devil.
Or
yeah.
interpretation of the devil and shit like that. There's other ones I can't think of right now, but
I mean, yeah, you got like Blue Exorcist. I think that's like based in the Catholic Church, and I also think, and you got fucking Helsing, which is also heavily doing.
Yeah. I think it's good for business, but I think it's deeper than Christianity. I think what I'm really complaining about is there's a very Western European heavy focus on art that typically comes from Japan, and I actually find Japan's culture like really interesting. And I'm kind of sick of watching Europeans dance around in my Japanese cartoons. This is a very picky, very stupid complaint, but I don't know. Maybe Japanese people find European culture more interesting because it's not their own. But as an outside viewer who's not from Japan, I kind of want more.
I would agree with you, but then again, if it's done well, I can't really complain because, like, I love Berserk, but Berserk deals with Christianity. But the thing is, Berserk looks down upon Christianity, though.
Yeah, it does.
So, like, my thing is like, as long as it's done well, I'm cool with it. My
problem isn't with them receiving praise or being shown in a good light. I'm just not interested in the story surrounding them. It's a very personal, picky thing. I think I'm kind of tired of the whole Eurocentric medieval environment and setting.
Okay, I mean, if that's what you're tired of, then yeah, I can understand that. But I don't think a lot of I don't think a lot of anime has that, to be honest with you. Like,
I think it's less of a religious thing and more of just like a human quality, like light and dark and things like that. Even in cultures that haven't had Christianity or religions associated to that, like Orthodox, is very much just like a human nature thing. Like even in what is it, like Greek gods, they even have an underworld, a messiah, all that stuff. It's all very one note. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe I'm just tired of storytelling that feels kind of samey. That might be it.
I do agree with that though. The whole like there is a European centric thing. Like even Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that whole show is like a very European thing, especially when you get into the other race of people that were killed.
Yeah.
When you have the race of Scar, they're essentially the Middle Easterns and all that stuff. Yeah, it's like I get what you mean and I agree with you.
yeah, no, I feel you too, because like there's like Vinland Saga. I feel like that's like dealing with like
It's a really good anime. It's just
it's good, but like it just deals with like Norse stuff and like I don't know. There's other cultures to explore besides European culture. I think that's kind of what you're trying to get at, you know?
Yep.
and even when it comes down to like culturally speaking, as far as like the mentality or the message that the anime tries to get across, it just I don't know. You know how different cultures have different ideas about different things. Like one culture might hate this thing, another culture reveres it because they just have a different frame of mind, a different idea when it comes to analyzing certain things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think I'm just tired of very Western centered type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That might be what it is.
No, I feel you, man. Because like
the culture I grew up in.
mm-hmm.
Now that you mention it, I think of Fire Force, and even though it takes place in I'm gonna say pseudo Japan because the whole world breaks apart and then reforms, it still has a whole like religious theme that's based in Christianity. Like it's like they have their own pope and all that stuff. They just scrap a lot of Japanese culture, and then the only district that has Japanese culture is just like against everything that the show is, and it's the best part. It's funny enough.
Yeah. But all right, guys. I think that's it for like TV and movie talk.
I got one more.
All right, Nick, go ahead.
I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen. It's amazing. Funny enough, it is what you were saying, Amir. It is Japanese centric. It is not Eurocentric at all.
Yeah.
I love it. Takes place in Kyoto. Really, really good. It has to do with curses. There are no gods. There are no heroes. Just curses and humanity.
Okay, that actually sounds like somewhat interesting.
Yeah, it's fire. Fight scenes are fire too. Like they're boxing, but like they have magic, but they're boxing.
I do love boxing. Fair enough. You send me that and message that to me if you would. Appreciate it.
The name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Appreciate it. So what are we talking on next?
So just as far as our news segment.